All right, so today we're going to talk a little bit about how to put more power into your punch. All right, so grab some gloves. You can either use boxing gloves or MMA gloves, whatever you have. You can go barehanded if you want to, if you don't mind punching the bag with your bare hands, up to you. But the key is in using your entire body. Okay, that's the whole thing. I was turned on to this when I was living in Japan and studying martial arts there. And what they would teach, and I'm sure everybody, all the professional boxers and fighters already know this, but this is for just the general folks out there who might not know. So what I learned was that you start all the way down at your foot, and you go through the foot, through the hip, up the body, through the arm, out to the hand. And it can be used for the cross or the jab. The jab is a little bit more with the hip, but let's do it with the cross because it's easiest to describe. So maybe in ancient thinking, if you're thinking kind of a little bit esoteric, you're gathering up the energy from the earth. It comes through your foot, up your leg, through your body, through the shoulder, and then you use the twist of the hip, the thrust of the shoulder, and just like it coils up and out. Okay, much different than if you're just using your arm only. Arm only, you get a little bit of power, but not a whole lot. You can use shoulder and arm a little bit more. You can use hip, shoulder and arm, you get a little bit more. But if you can draw it up all the way through the body, you get a lot stronger punch. Okay. Now doing it with the jab from the right hand, right foot, front hand, front foot. You use the hip. You know, you may not be able to use the ground as much, but you want to use the hip and the shoulder to project out, and you snap it out and you snap it back. You don't just go boom and leave it flying out there. All right, so you use the hip, out and back, out and back. From the rear hand with the cross, you go all the way up the leg through the body. Again, you snap it out, bring it back. If you want to add a little extra torque at the end, when the fist comes forward, you can go straight vertical punch, or you can twist at the end for a little extra corkscrew motion. Okay, so you use all of that all together to punch through. Same thing with the hook. Let's say you're doing the hook from the front foot, front hand. Use the hip to come across. Just the hand by itself, not as powerful. You want to try to pop that hip for a little more power. Switching sides, pop the hip. If you want to do the hook from the backhand, again, you can use that whole body for a nice good powerhouse punch. Come all the way up through the leg, hip, torso, shoulder, and around. Okay, so you'll see people, when they fight, are moving those hips back and forth. It's a great core workout. Jab, cross. The hips go back and forth. Uppercut, same thing. The elbow stays kind of connected to the hip. So as the hip thrusts, you get a lot more power rather than just the hand and the arm. Okay? So back and forth, hook, uppercut. Hook, uppercut. Switching sides. Hook, uppercut. Okay? So try that out. Try it at home if you have a bag. You can try shadow boxing too. Jab, cross. Notice the hips go back and forth. Boom, boom, hook, upper. Jab, cross, hook, upper. Okay, so connect everything to the hips. Try to go all the way up from the floor, all the way up through your legs, through your torso, shoulder, elbow, hand, and always make sure to have good bone alignment. So you're like this, not like this, not like this. Try to keep those bones nice and straight. All right, so give that a try. Let me know how it turns out. All right, don't forget www.ultimatehealth.coach. Go check it out, and we'll see you next time.